Lawmakers are still working on a special session to redraw the state's congressional lines. Even as we speak, they continue to go through dozens of amendments. This comes after new rules were passed last night, limiting the number of amendments that can be filed, stopping a strategy by Democrats to stall the measure. Our Josie Frost joins us live from inside the State House tonight with the details. How many amendments have they gotten to today, Josie? Do you know?
There have certainly been dozens today, JR, and we're sort of on the closing stages of debate right now. They are through with amendments, and members are getting a chance to kind of speak on the overall bill. Now, right now, this is turning into a multi-day debate here at the House. This has been a really big issue over the past week, and lawmakers right now are racing against the clock to get this done before early voting starts next week. Speakers are typically under certain time limits when debating on the House floor, but in this special session on redistricting, those limits are off. Democrats in the House opposed the bill and stalled the debate, filing hundreds of amendments on the first few days of session, and lawmakers spent hours debating each one. But Republicans in the House passed a new resolution late Monday night, which aimed at moving the debate along. Each representative could only move forward with one amendment, and they would only have a few minutes to speak on that amendment. Democrats say it's changing the rules mid-debate.
What they're doing is stealing an election. What they're doing is robbing people of South Carolina their right to vote for the candidate of their choice.
But supporters say it still allows them to put up amendments and debate the bill, but it stops the bill from being indefinitely stalled until they're out of time.
At the end of the day, the House has got to arrive at a decision point. And so whether we get there tonight or tomorrow or the day after, the rules resolution simply puts us on a path to a decision.
The clock is ticking. The proposal would shift the districts for the 7 U.S. House races to eliminate the only Democratic stronghold in the 6th congressional district. We're one of several states moving to do it before the midterm elections in the wake of a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that threw out part of the Voting Rights Act. But the primary for South Carolina is scheduled for June 9th. Some absentee votes have already been cast, and early voting starts next week. The bill proposes pushing back the primary for those 7 U.S. House races to August 18th and a runoff in September. The state would spend upwards of $2 million on a new primary, and candidates would have to refile and start over. Now, we're still waiting to hear whether the House will give the bill that key second reading vote later this evening. And once it does get to that approval, it will need to get a third reading from the House before it can be sent over to the Senate. JR?
And Josie, what are you hearing? Could that happen as early as tomorrow? Let's say the second reading is tonight. Could they give that third reading tomorrow and send this to the Senate?
Yes, it's expected that if they give it that second reading tonight, that third reading will come sometime tomorrow, and it's possible that the Senate could take it up this same day or the following day, JR.
All right, our Josie Frost live inside the State House. Thank you so very much.